I tell you what, you know, it's an absolute pleasure to shoot. I'm actually liking the longer barrel on this. Neatly into 0.4 of an inch at 100, so I'm absolutely stoked with that. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the CZ600 American in 223. So first of all, let me show you what it comes with. We've got the bolt takedown tool plus two Allen keys there. One's for actually taking the rifle apart and the other one is for adjusting the trigger. A CZ sticker, warranty card, and the CZ600 manual. So let's go ahead and clear it here, give you a run by of it. Now, this rifle will appeal to those traditionalists out there that love the timber and blued finish look. And to be quite honest guys, the rifle does look pretty damn neat. You can get it in various different calibers from 223 up to 300 Win Mag. And depending on, you know, which caliber you go for will depend on which action type. There's 3 different action types available. But yeah, it's just dependent on that caliber. So let's start off with the barrel here. Cold hammer forged steel, free floating. For 223, it's 61 centimeters or 24 inches. And we've got a 1 in 9 inch twist. At the end, we've got a threaded end piece with just a cap on it. It's threaded for M15x1 thread. The finish on it here is CZ's Bowbox chemical heat treatment, so it's advertised as better than bluing. It does look damn nice, doesn't it? Accuracy wise, there's a 3-shot sub MOA guarantee at 100. Now the weight of the rifle in 223 is 3.2 kilos or 7 pounds. So yeah, manageable, but starting to get towards that hefty feel. It is made from carbon steel, okay, so the receiver is actual carbon steel, so that's where obviously you get a little bit of weight from. And the barrel, I mean, you know, like I say, 24 inches as well, but overall there's a really nice balance to the rifle. Action on it, fairly smooth. What I like about it is not only the 60-degree throw, but as you pull back here, I'll try to capture this on camera. See how we've got this little bit of spring at the end of it? So depending on how much you put into, you know, cycling the action, will depend on how far that you spit that empty shell out. I mean, if you just baby it, it'll just pretty much fall out. But, you know, you give it some authority and it'll just throw it right out. Now, the trigger here, there is 4 pre-adjustments. I'll see if I can get a shot of that. Okay, just at the front of the trigger blade there, you can see that's where you put the little Allen key in, and there's 4 preset adjustments. Now they range from about 600 grams up to 1.3 kilo or 1.3 pounds up to 2.8 pounds. This one here, just from my testing, you know, it's breaking at like 1.5 pounds. So yeah, fairly light trigger. I'll probably increase that just a little bit. I like my triggers anywhere sort of between 2 to 2.5 pounds personally. The magazine on it is a polymer 5-shot double stack mag. The greatest thing about this, or the thing that I find is really great about it, is you can just load through the top, okay? So once the magazine's inserted, you can load through the top of the action there. I can't see that there's going to be any problems with this. It seems fairly sturdy enough. You can actually lock it in. So once we put the mag in, you can put it forward, okay? And then that locks it. So, you know, you're not going to lose it in the field if you're leaning up over, you know, a branch or something like that. It's going to hold it in nice and snug for you. While we're looking at the bottom here, the safety at the back is a vertical safety. So we push it in there and we're on safe. So we can't cycle the action, naturally can't pull the trigger. However, there is a button just here in front of the bolt handle. If you push that down, you can then cycle the action from there. Okay, on the rear, just here, let's see if we can get a close up of that. The safety there, just push down and then fire. I tell you, that is a really crisp trigger, I'm telling you. When you feel it, guys, you'll understand what I mean. So as you can see, we've got the wooden bolt knob here. Okay, some people may like that, others may not. I think it actually looks okay personally. With the bolt, we've got a 3 locking lug bolt. Now the receiver on top here with the mounts, it is a 700 style receiver, okay? In other words, it'll take Remington 700 style mounts. So I've got loopholed rings and loopholed bases for the 700. As you can see, I've got it, it's hanging over just a little bit, okay? Now, this is just how it is. There is only a couple of holes on these mounts, so I didn't want it coming back and over the action there. I want that nice and clear so I can load through the top with ease. So that's the reason why I've got it in that setup there, guys. On top, we've got the Schmidt & Bender 2.5 to 10 by 40 scope. So I think this is, you know, perfect for my needs for hunting with this rifle. The stock is Turkish walnut. At the back, we've got a nice, generous rubber kick pad there, okay? That should soak up recoil nicely, you know, especially when using this model in heavier calibers. We've got the sling attachment at the rear and then one at the front there. But overall, it's just got that really nice European look and feel to the rifle in a classic format. So overall, guys, let's get out on the farm. I'm really keen to put this rifle through its paces, see how it shoots and just how it feels in general. All right, guys, let's run through the ammo that I'm going to put through the CZ. So we'll start off with the 55 grain Hornady VMAX. Then we'll go up to the Norma Tip Strike, which is a 55 grain pill as well. Then we'll go to the Sako Game Head, which is also 55 grain. Then we'll go up to the Federal Premium, the 62 grain trophy bonded tip. And then last of all, we'll go and try some match, which is the 73 grain from memory. Yep, 73 grain ELD match from Hornady. So 3-shot MOA guarantee, got a target out there at 100, guys. Let's just see which ammo this rifle loves. From Hornady, little bit of spread there. 2 shots on top of each other, but we've had a blowout to 1.4 inches. But then when we come down to the Norma, wow. We have 3 shots neatly into 0.4 of an inch at 100, so I'm absolutely stoked with that. Then we go up to the Sako ammunition. Not too bad. We're going to be about 0.8 of an inch. Then we go to the Federal. Now that just blew out, didn't it? Look at that. Unfortunately, 2.4 inches. But then I thought, let's just try some match because, you know, this CZ rifle would be just as much at home on the range as to what it is out hunting. And we've got 3 shots there neatly into 1/2 inch. But for me, you know, hunting is what I want, and that Norma ammunition is a clear winner of the day. So I'm really, really happy about that. So I'm just going to zero it now at 100 and we'll have some fun with the rifle. Loading the magazine is really easy, being able to push straight down from the top. You can just load it simply by clicking into place there, and being able to load like this once the magazine's inserted when you're out in the field is a big advantage. I've had no issues with the magazine whatsoever. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the CZ 600 American in 223. I tell you what, you know, it's an absolute pleasure to shoot. I'm actually liking the longer barrel on this. Just in general, it's really quite nice. It's well balanced and it looks the part. You know, if you're a lover of that traditional walnut stock, that blued type finish, then, you know, you can really not go wrong with this sort of rifle. Action on it, nice and smooth. As you've seen, you know, that bit of spring at the end of it, you've just got to pull back with some authority and it will flick those shells out. Only thing I've noticed, and I don't know if we'll get this on camera, is see just there, we've got basically where the shells have hit the stock and started denting it. So maybe that's, you know, my only negative I could think of with the rifle, because the trigger on it is absolutely beautiful. I love those preset, you know, settings where you can just adjust to what your preference is. I think more and more rifle manufacturers should do that. It's so easy to adjust without having to take the barreled action out of the stock and then having to, you know, reassemble it from there. So yeah, really nice guys. I like the way the magazine sits relatively flush. No issues there, but being able to load straight through the top, that's a big advantage to me out in the field. So yeah, overall a really nice rifle guys that I think would be well and truly at home on the range or out here like hunting in you know, those rural conditions. So guys, please check your subscription to me on YouTube, because YouTube do take my subscribers away from me without your permission. Please give us the thumbs up, it helps a lot. Please, you know, just like and subscribe, share our videos. It helps us a lot to get towards that 100,000 subscribers, which after all these years, we're finally pushing back against the algorithm and possibly going to achieve that maybe by early next year. We'll see how we go. All right, guys, we'll leave the review at that. Thanks very much for watching, so we'll catch you next time.